It focuses in on a interview room where a character, Hailey, played by myself, is being interviewed by Wendy, played by Lena Headey, after having taken a roughly about 5,000 kilometre journey from a war-torn, devastating country that he was living in mandatory military service, and is applying for asylum. It then jumps between his experiences and what he's had to go through to that point, and how Wendy and Hailey somehow make a unexpected relationship and collaboration, understand and reach an understanding.
Connection on a human level, yeah.
It's a very human film and beautifully shot, and I love it.
The writer, Helen, and I were developing some concepts from different films, and she read an article about a shipping container in Tilbury Docks, I believe, which had a family of refugees in who one of them had died and the others were banging on the side, and it took like hours for them to be rescued and stuff, and it was like this real tragedy, and she thought maybe it would make a good stage play. So I was like, no, that's not a play, that's got an independent film there, one location thriller. So anyway, so it just developed from that, and we just opened it up to the lorry park and then the jungle, and then eventually we just had the whole story, and we just had to tell the whole story.
At first, when it was proposed to me, I turned it down. My agent was like, no, have another read of the script. And it was from there onwards I'd sort of seen the humanity in it, and that I couldn't resist doing this part. At its best, it really humanises the journey of these, what we've been now led to assume in the moment, in current times, the faceless masses showing up on the show, and sort of quite personally shows the effect of this trauma on Hailey. I mean, there were moments where there's no training, no artistry could have saved me from feeling some of the emotion in this film, and I put a lot in it. It was emotionally and physically taxing. But I felt like it was a very important role to play, and I think we've told a very important story. I guess I do love how gentle and tender it is, and how it doesn't really come down on any sides, really. And it does allow for the audience member to see for themselves and make their own judgments, and allows us to look into the effects of this situation on both sides, on the immigration side, on the social side, on the individual side.
Being able to show that journey and the lengths these people go to, starting in Eritrea and being on that harrowing journey across the Mediterranean in that boat, and then going across Europe and the Calais jungle, and then inside a lorry, and then in the immigration detention office. Like, it's these really interesting locations which I don't think have really been seen on camera before. I mean, obviously in documentary, but not in feature film. And that journey was a sort of a privilege for me to sort of put on camera. I think it was very, very important to be shown.